yeah. Beyond the vow, where the truth gets real. Faith and love, yeah, that's the deal. WC and Maria, bringing that glow. Tuesday nights is the show you gotta know.
Love ain't a moment, it's a movement we found. Beyond the vows, where the real talk sounds. From single to married, decades deep. Together we rise, where the promise is key.
Lessons in laughter, faith in the mix. Every story a bond, every challenge a fix.
SKST,
Tune in, don't be late.
7 p.m.
Band trip,
Let's elevate. So come vibe with us. Take
Hey, how are you today? Thank you so much for joining us again on the Tuesday evening at 7 for Beyond the Vows, where your host is Maria Brown on today. And of course, my honey is not here. Why? Because, he just had surgery. I just want to say thank you so much to everyone for your prayers and for your thoughts and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for just hanging in there while he's trying to get himself together. But I have an extra special guest on today. This is my best friend for how many years has it been, Sherise?
It's like 27 years, so I'm
Yeah.
pushing 30.
Almost 30 years.
Almost
This
30
is my bestie. Her name is Sherise. Sherise. That's why I call her Sherise. So we're here on Beyond the Vows. I just want to take the time to welcome you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got some special stuff that we're going to be talking about as us girls today. So, we can let our hair down a little bit and talk how we want to talk. Okay? Yes. Okay, you see that? We in sync. I love it. So, but before we go any further, I do want to have a shout out to my girl Cammie. I'm so grateful to God for her. She is such a blessing, and she's become our little sister. Well, my big sister. I think she's older than me. Anyway, well, she's my little sister, and we're so grateful to her on today, for giving us this opportunity to have this podcast. So if there's anybody that's interested in the podcast, please, the number will go on the screen. On the screen. I said on the screen. My fault. 757-391-4352, or you can email us at beyondthevows.sksttv@gmail.com. So thank y'all so much again. And on that note, I do have a sponsor that we want to pay homage to, and that's to the deafchildhope.org. We're so grateful to God that we're able to be a blessing. These are young people that are born that can't communicate, they can't hear, so they have to use their hands in order to communicate. So they have different people from all different nationalities to come in to help teach them sign language, because that's their only way of communicating.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah, that is cool, because they're now teaching children that are in daycare sign language, because my granddaughter, because she doesn't communicate and she can't enunciate, so she has to use her hands. So she's taught us a lot in the sign language about when she's hungry, when she had enough, and she wants some more and everything. So that's a really big blessing. Communication is so much key. And if I'm not mistaken, Will was talking with somebody maybe a couple of weeks ago, and in Africa there's different types of dialects.
Yeah.
And everybody's dialect is different. So whatever sign language is for one thing, it has to be something else for another nationality. I'm like, oh my God, that could be very confusing.
A little bit,
Yeah, it would be. So if you're interested in sponsoring one of the children, please go to deafchildhope.org. You can see it on the screen, okay? And I'm sure that they will be so blessed to know that we here in America want to be a blessing to these children. So thank you so much. We appreciate your time. And moving on to our conversation on today. Starting all over. It's girl talk today, okay, on Beyond the Vows. And with my host, that's assisting me on today, Miss Sherise. Let's give her a hand. Woo! So glad you're here. Well, Sherise, we're talking about starting all over. So, in the years that you and I, we've been the best friends. I think Sherise seen me through my ups, my downs, my ugly, my good, my bad, the worst.
Likewise.
And through the mud, through the river, and
Okay.
and all that other stuff. We've been through so much together, but I'm just so grateful to God that she's still in my life, and that she really became my blood sister when my sister passed. Because when my sister passed, man, my whole world was shattered. And when God can bring you somebody that can be there for you thick and thin, like He has with her, keep her. That's what I say.
Okay. She's a keeper.
Yeah. So starting all over, Sherise, tell me about starting all over.
Well, listen, I was in a 20-plus year marriage. And, just like any marriage, you go through your ups and downs.
Yeah.
And, at that point in time, it was more downs than it was ups.
Mm.
And I decided that I had
Enough.
Okay.
Mhm.
Didn't know what I was going to do, how I was going to do it, because you've been together
Forever.
and,
Yeah.
you've been meshed with each other for that long period of time.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to think about myself and my well-being.
Mm-hmm.
So it was time for me to go, and I had a serious conversation with my children, who were grown children, and let them know what was going on. And I'm telling you, my daughter, Yasmin,
Mm-hmm.
she was my number one cheerleader,
Oh.
and still is my cheerleader to this day. And she was like, "Mom, whatever you need to come live with me, come on." And I did. I stayed with her for a couple of months until I got my own. And but let me tell you, when I moved out of her house and I moved into, it wasn't never my very first apartment, but it was my very first apartment by myself.
Oh
girl.
God.
By myself. My first apartment I had with Elisha, my oldest child. But this one was by myself. I'm like, what, girl? What am I going to do with myself?
Right.
It's horrible. I mean, every little noise, nook and cranny, I was like, what's that? You know?
Wow.
Yeah, and then having to learn how to cook for one person. I still don't know how to cook for one person.
Really,
Girl,
Sherise?
no.
She can't cook for one
Not
person.
for one person. No, I still don't know how to cook for one person. I eat at my job every day.
Wow.
Okay.
So you eat dinner before you come home?
If I eat dinner. If I eat dinner, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
But on the weekends, it's horrible.
Girl.
It's every man for himself.
I
out
know
there in them
that's
streets.
right.
I got to figure out what Chipotle is my best friend.
I know.
But yeah, it was really hard, trying to navigate through being single, and trying to figure out, what I was going to do with my life. I was starting all over. I mean, literally starting all over.
So that had to affect you mentally. So how did you cope with that? Because as you were saying, being together with him for over 20 some years.
Over 20-something years.
Oh Lord, that's a long time. And then just split like that. How did you cope mentally?
Girl, listen, therapy. Therapy, it did wonders.
Yeah.
Okay. Therapy did wonders. And let me just interject that now he and I are very best of friends.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, very best friends. But let me tell you, therapy had to make me get there. Because I will come out of therapy and I will pick up the phone. I'll be like, let me tell you what you did to me and how you owe me an apology. Okay.
Oh my God.
Every time. And he took it like a champ. Now I'm not gonna say that I was a perfect wife, because I wasn't. I wasn't. I did some things. I'm sure if you asked them today, I probably did some things. But yes, therapy was a wonderful tool for me, and yeah.
Wow. And so, as you can see, therapy does work.
It does.
I don't know how anybody else had their upbringing, but I know with me and when in our upbringing, they didn't believe in therapy. I don't even understand why.
No.
Because therapy is so much needed because you don't even realize sometimes you need that extra person there that's never seen you, that don't know you, that don't know of you,
Right.
to kind of help
Right.
you to get your life straight.
Yes.
And why not have a therapist there?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I'm so happy for you. And I'm glad that you all were able to navigate, even though it was kind of rough still. Do you know how long it took you to get to that place where you guys are best friends now?
Child, listen, I don't know how long the actual transition took because I was bitter. I was so mad,
Wow.
because I had to, first of all, I had to figure out who I was because, when you're married for so long, you just forget about self. And because you're a wife and you're a mother and you're an aunt and you're a sister and you have all of these titles that you hold, and then when you don't hold that wife title anymore and it's just you, I had to figure out who I was all over again.
So would you say that people that get married, that they get lost sometimes?
Definitely.
Oh my God.
Definitely. Didn't you feel like you got lost when you was married?
You know what? Yep,
Yeah.
I did, especially in the first one. I did feel that way. But how can we not get lost, Sherise? How can we?
You know what? And I don't know. Because I ain't there. I don't know.
Girl, look, I ain't there either.
I ain't there yet. I will tell you this, that it was a journey for me to figure out the things that I enjoyed again. Like, I forgot that I love reading books.
Really?
Girl, yeah. Yes. I used to, a very avid reader. Yeah.
Okay, so what was one of your favorite books?
Oh, Terry McMillan was my jam.
Oh,
okay. Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my
And
God.
I commission all of these other ones. But yes.
Really?
Yes, indeed. Terry McMillan's Zane. Don't judge me, y'all.
Oh, ain't nobody judging over here. Ain't no judgment over here.
Evelyn Harris. I used to read them all. Oh, yeah. Even the popular one that was here in Virginia. His name was Nathan McCall. Make me want to holler. Remember that book?
Girl, you know what?
Girl,
to come to think of it, there were some books that I read before I had gotten married that one of my teachers had given me, but they were always romance novels.
Yeah.
And I was into those things like I don't know what. And I really thought that these novels I was reading was like real life stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you get lost.
Yeah, you do. You get lost in the book. Yes. Oh my God.
You know that show on BET now is called Family Business. Girl, I read all those books.
Oh, you did?
Heck yeah. I was going to say so. Yeah.
Oh wow,
that's all those books.
That's a good show, but
yeah, reading, and I forgot that how I love to be by large bodies of water, taking walks on the beach. Yeah.
So basically, when this was going on and you really begin to find yourself again, you find yourself remembering what you used to love and then start doing. And that sounds like to me that you really discovered self-care.
I did.
So self-care, that's amazing, because I remember when I was going through a divorce, and it was so hard for me because I was raised in church. Like, I was raised in church, and they didn't really believe in divorce. They didn't believe in a whole lot of stuff. But anyway, I had the hardest time trying to figure out who I was. For real.
I know.
I had the hardest time. It was so difficult for me, and I couldn't get it. I couldn't get Maria together.
Yeah.
I really couldn't.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened. I don't know how God did this thing. I just felt like um when I met my husband now, I really felt like the church roof opened up and the sun beamed down on me because we was in church. I was in church with him, and I felt like I don't. It was something that just came over me that I can't even describe, And I'm like, God, what is going on?
Well, I remember, honey, because you called me.
Oh my God, those were those were the days. I'm telling you. But even now that I'm married, I'm beginning to understand that there has to be a balance in my marriage with myself,
Yes.
with my marriage, then with my kids, with
Work.
work,
Yeah.
being a grandma. I have to give myself some form of grace
Yes.
to be Maria. You know what I
Absolutely,
mean?
absolutely.
And I just recently, maybe about 6 months ago, I went back to reading books, some of the books that I really wanted to get into
Yeah.
and really want to study. Yeah, that's what's like when you was talking about reading books, I was like, oh my God, she's hitting. She hit the stuff that I wanted to say. Well, one of the books that I had gotten is called When to Shut Up.
I ain't gonna say no. I'm gonna just
Girl,
nice over here.
it's a good book though. When to shut up, because a lot of time, especially for us, yeah, me too. Yes, me. Sometimes we can talk so much, and we have to learn how to be quiet, because there's some things that God wants to do on the inside, but we got to let him do it. But every time we turn around, we open up our mouth and we cause ourselves more harm. We miss our blessings. We miss opportunities because we open up our mouth too much.
Absolutely.
You may not want to agree with me, but it's the truth.
It is.
I'm
guilty.
Honey, I'm telling you. Yeah. But sometimes, going back to what you were saying about therapy, therapy will make you realize where you are and where you got to be.
Girl, I'm in therapy still. Right now. I started back like a couple of months ago because, and we're probably going to touch on dating, later on. But I will say this: people always are like, make sure you're healed when you come into your next relationship. You are never ever completely healed. And I'm going to tell you so why. Either. No, you're not, because you don't know if you're completely healed until you put yourself back into the same not purposefully, but you're back into the same situation. And how you handle it, because you still got some residue on you, honey. Ooh. Yes.
And that residue is something else.
Absolutely.
It could be this big, but that's enough, don't you think?
Yeah. So yeah, I was. Well, I don't know if we want to talk about it now, but I was dating someone, and I felt like I was having like deja vu from my marriage.
Wow.
Girl, yeah.
Do you think that that's a sign that ain't the one?
And he won't the one because we ain't together.
But okay. Hey. I guess so. Okay. I guess so.
I don't know if that's a sign or not, because you always, there are some give and take, push and pull when you're in a relationship. But no, was he the one? No, he no.
He just wasn't.
No, he just wasn't the one.
So in going through all of this, when we're talking about starting all over, we have to come to a state of reality by acknowledging that this is really happening. And sometimes that could be very devastating to people. People don't know how to handle it. And us women, sometimes, man, we can get bitter. We can get nasty. Can't we?
I didn't get nasty.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, hey, look.
Nasty, but I was.
Bitter. We can be bitter. We can be throwing stuff, cursing somebody out.
I didn't know that.
We could be doing a whole lot of crazy stuff, But one thing, I think what's important is that you understand where you are, and that it is all right to cry. It's all right. I really do think it is.
Yeah. I cried many tears.
I know you got to get it out, because if you don't get it out, you'll hold it in so long that it'll start to affect you physically. And you'll be sick, and
Yes.
we don't have time for that mess.
Okay.
We don't have time for that
Okay.
for that mess. And I guess when you're going through that, you're processing grief because the
It really
relationship is
grief.
totally
You go
over.
through those 5 stages.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really are.
Oh my God. You know all the
Yeah.
5 stages?
Not
Sherise?
really. I'm trying to go get some help. Let me get my phone and look it up. Go through the 5 stages, but you are.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah, basically.
You
Yeah, you're
are.
going through all that.
Yeah.
So women, ladies, sisters, and brothers, if there are some that are watching, this is all this is some good stuff that we're talking about today.
Yes.
And sometimes we don't always get a chance as women and Christian women that we get to express how it is and how we feel. Because sometimes some men don't know how to take
Criticism.
Yeah. And not just criticism, just this is how you made me feel. And to try to explain, they never want you, they don't ever want to hear it.
Okay.
But sometimes you got and we hold it in so long that we can't even it's kind of like we hold it in so long, and that it begins to do something on the inside. It begins to do something to our heart, to our spirit.
Yes.
And then we're wondering why we're moody, we're upset, we just not ourselves. We're in la la land. We lose weight. It's like, girl, how you lose all that weight, girl? You don't know the stress or that too.
Chocolate Haagen-Dazs was my best friend.
At night.
Okay. Any time of the day.
Oh my God. Yep. So all of these things come up. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have somebody that you can talk to, hey, I say confide in them.
Yes.
Go seek help. Because in times like these, y'all, I'm telling you, you need somebody you can talk to.
You need somebody.
Yeah, you
have
do.
To find your village.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
And sometimes the village is not always inside the church. I'm just being honest. This is not to take away from the church, but I'm just saying sometimes you need to go to a place where no one knows you, so you can help yourself.
Okay.
Because sometimes it gets so hard. It does, doesn't it? And it's like you trying to diagnose yourself. That ain't gonna work. You need somebody else to help you to understand, because sometimes it could be trauma that we're going through, that we had in our childhood, growing up, situations that happened in our childhood that we didn't even think of, we didn't think affected us, but it really did. So it's stuff like that we're honestly are really going through, that we really need to just try to figure stuff out so that we can get better, y'all. Because it's about get better. And what better way to get better than to confide to someone?
Yes.
Because sometimes you just gotta let go.
Let it go. Yeah.
You do. And then starting all over. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. I'm telling you, those steps of rebuilding, stabilizing your finances. Lord Jesus.
Girl, you better talk, okay,
baby.
Yes, because listen, for all of those years, listen, when I tell you that I didn't depend on him, but my job, I didn't have to worry about retirement, right? Now I'm worried about retirement. Yeah, I'm doubling up on my 401k just so that, in the next 10, 15 years, I can retire comfortably. I didn't have to think about that. Now I got to think about that. Now, yeah, it's ridiculous. So, you working endlessly just to catch up for where it's a lot. It really is a lot, especially when you're trying to do things, that you want to enjoy life. And not have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But it puts you in a whole different mindset when you're single and now you're having to think about just yourself.
Yeah, the kids are all grown, and you don't have to worry about them anymore, and it's just you. Woo, girl, that is something else.
Absolutely.
But still, self-care should be your first priority.
Absolutely.
And going to see the therapy for your mental. Physical, we really need to start all over with that. That means that we need to get good enough sleep. We need to release this stress. And on the way that we can release that, I do know that they talk about exercise and nutrition and all that good stuff to help get you back on track, or you
yeah.
know, and to kind of restart you all over again. And there's nothing wrong with starting all over. It doesn't mean that you failed. So don't even look at it like that, ladies and gentlemen. Don't look at it as a failure. Just look at it as, okay, God got rid of one, and God can give you somebody else. He really can. Now, that's if you want to.
Okay.
But that's totally your call.
Okay.
Totally your call. So we're talking about starting all over, and it's not too late
And
to
I
start
think
all over.
the other intricate part for me was church.
Mm.
Yeah, getting back into church
Mhm.
and trying to find my way.
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
And that could be difficult too, because I know for my own self, with my first marriage, because I thought I was gonna be married forever. I really
Don't you
did.
always think that? Mm-hmm.
I always think so. And I lost my whole way. I was mad at God. I was just mad at everybody, it seemed like, and then um mm, God had to show me, and then he had to show me that even the Bible says that he is forever married to the backslider. Lord have mercy.
Yes.
Woo, when that word said, I will never leave you or forsake you. Woo! Let me tell you, there was 3 times that I could have gotten in an accident, and God shielded me every time, because he was proving to me that he's still married to me, and that he wasn't going to let me go. Oh,
Yeah.
child.
Come on,
Woo! Mm.
Come on here.
That did something to me, and it made me rethink how just because somebody's going through stuff, or just because you may not be in the right standing with God, it doesn't mean that you should give up. It doesn't mean that that's when you let go and you let the devil have his way. No, this is when you should be running back to God. Yes. It's like, Lord, let me get a good grip to you. And I'm not gonna let you go, because God's not gonna let you go, even though we have let him go, but he's not gonna let us go.
Right.
So that's one thing that you need to do, sisters and brothers. Run back to God.
Yes.
Because I'm telling you, when you run back to him, there are more doors that's going to be open, more ways that's going to be made. You're going to be so surprised, because you're going to look back at 1 year and everything about you is going to change, because the transformation is real. All right? If you let it be. All right?
I wonder how you got over.
Girl,
okay.
Woo, how I got over. Lord have mercy. My soul looks back and wonder how I got over. Ooh, that is something to think about.
Yes, yes.
And your personal identity, man. God begins to show you who you are, then you begin to change for the better, because you never know what's coming up. God got something greater for you. So,
yes.
I'm so excited. I'm so glad we're having this conversation, Sherise. I'm telling you. Oh my God, I'm so excited about the topic of starting all over. Like I said, it's not too late. I don't care if you're 50s, 60s, 70s, whatever the case is. It is not too late.
It's not.
And then, there's some people that had to start over because their spouse passed away.
Yeah.
Or
that's a whole different
oh my God, it is. That's a lot. It is. And I'll still say, grieve as long as you have to. No one gets to tell you how long you should grieve.
And grief is a funny thing. It can sneak up on you at
any given moment. Any given moment. So it's important that you lean on the ones that is in your village. If you don't have a village, I'm praying that God will give you one. I sure am. So in a few minutes, we're ready to go into our commercial break, and we're going to be back with Beyond the Vows with my co-host Sherise on today, and we're going to be talking about dating. So hold on. We're getting ready to go into a commercial, and we shall see you soon.
Patrick Otema is 15 years old. He was born deaf, but in this remote region of northern Uganda, there are no schools for deaf children. In his whole life, Patrick's never had a conversation.
Hello. You good?
His father, Charles, looks after him. They are only able to communicate through very basic gestures.
Remember, when one door closes, another one will open even wider. Don't let a setback make you forget what's ahead. Speaking of open doors, did you know that SKST Radio now has a spiritual network? Remember, when one door closes, another one will open even wider.
Hey y'all, we are back. This is my co-host Sherise. Can you say Sherise? Sherise. We had a good segment talking about starting all over.
Yes.
Sherise. Now we're going into the second part of our show where we're going to talk about dating.
Oh, God.
I know, right? So dating, Sherise. Okay, so at the beginning we were talking about starting over and different things that we have to do to kind of get ourselves together and
Right.
and everything. And now we're together. We're in right standing with God, and it's time for us to get on out there.
Mm-hmm.
How did you know you was ready for that?
You know what? I don't remember. Well,
I guess we gotta take a drink on that one.
let me take a sip real quick because
Excuse me.
so when you've been in a long relationship, marriage, and you get out of it, they say you go through a phase. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to name the kind of phase
Mm-hmm.
that it is, but I went through that phase, and
You wanted companionship?
mhm.
Okay.
That's what, is that what you call it? You can call it companionship, but but yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna tell you a funny story about. So I told you that when I first moved down here, I went to go live with my daughter,
Mm-hmm.
and so a couple of months went by, and she was like, "Mom, why you not dating nobody?" And I'm like, I don't know. I guess because I was married for so long, I still carry myself as if
a
I was
married,
a married person, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Oh no, you need to get on this app." I said, "I beg your pardon, what?" She was like,
Oh,
"Hand me your
God.
phone." So I handed her my phone, and next thing I know, I was on one of these crazy dating apps. I ain't gonna tell you which one it was, but yeah. And so I found myself, swiping right and swiping left, and trying to talk. And then she was like, "Nobody's approaching you when you outside?" I was like, "No, nobody is approaching you." And you want to know what your nephew said to me?
What did he say?
He said, "It's your face."
What?
Girl, yeah. They said I had RBF,
What's that?
resting face. Mhm. Yeah, I can't say it because
Okay.
So I was like, "I beg your finest pardon."
Mm.
And he was like, "Yeah." And I looked at my daughter. I said, "Do I have RBF?" She was like, "Yeah, Ma, you really kind of got RBF." And I felt like it was like, because I'm originally from Brooklyn, and so it doesn't change even to this day. It's just and my face shows everything,
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so I was like, okay, well now I have to like go down the aisles of Walmart in the produce section smiling.
Oh my God.
So to see if somebody would approach me. But yeah, I'm telling you that it was a whole different kind of ball game trying to date. I would have never ever thought.
And you know what? I remember when I was trying to get back out there after my divorce and stuff, and I did get on the dating apps too. But man, this dating stuff, I mean, you're talking to somebody that was over 40.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
And
you.
I ain't 20 no more.
Okay.
And I ain't trying to be in no club all night long. I ain't trying to do that.
Right.
Okay.
And no, I was never the club type. But go
Me
ahead.
either, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, all of that, and it's hard to date because everybody out here got a game.
Listen.
A game. And I'm like, where the true men at? Where the real men at? I'm not saying that y'all ain't out there, sir. I'm not saying that, but I am saying, where are you? Because there's so many young women, even the I'll say pleasantly seasoned women, they're looking for good men, you know, to love and to give their all to. But where are you?
Yeah, and I'm sure the men are saying the same thing about us.
That's true.
Yeah,
because some of us women can be a little crazy.
Yeah. Men too. I have my fair share.
Yeah. I just don't understand. I'm just trying to figure out, so what is it? I mean, if a man is looking for a young lady, what do you think that he really is looking for?
I you know what? To this day, I still don't have no clue. I really don't. I really don't. And I'm gonna tell you one thing is that you have to really be able to hold my attention. Okay. All right. You really need to hold me mentally. Talk to me. Okay. And the moment I get an inclination that you trying to go the other way, I'm cutting you off.
Quit.
My cutoff game is so strong. Okay. It is so strong. And that's probably why I'm still single to this day. I don't know. I don't know. But I will say that it's hard trying to hold conversation, trying to communicate, and, you know, trying to make space for somebody, and, you know, to come into your life. And it's
do we make
hard.
it harder for men to come in? I mean, us women, do we make it harder for them to come into our lives like that?
You know, I think I did it at first. I don't think I do it now. But I think in the beginning, when, you know, I was trying to date, I think I made it hard because I was like, listen, I ain't gonna put up with X, Y, and Z. I did it for so many years. I refuse to do it again. You know what I'm saying? And so I could say honestly, yeah, I did do that in the beginning. I probably made it very, very hard for someone to get to know me. But now I can honestly say that, you know, I have a open mind. You know, I can listen to you. We can talk and we can have a conversation and see where things go. And but if you ain't hitting on nothing in the first week or two,
I know that's right.
I gotta let you go.
Cause you know what? I'm gonna be honest. When you're seasoned, we ain't playing no games out here.
I really don't have time because my life, even though it's been what long I tell you 8 years. It's been 8 years now for me since, you know, I've left, and my life has evolved into so much. You know, I'm working a lot. You know, I have my grandchildren, you know, that I'm taking care of. Not taking care of, but, you know, I go and tutor them when I get off of work. And, you know, I'm still trying to do things for me, like try to go out and entertain myself.
I understand what you're saying.
You know, go out. I have dates by myself.
Ain't nothing wrong with that,
ma'am.
baby. Yes.
That's part of self-care.
Yes, it is.
That is very
spa
important.
date, nail date, feet date, hair date.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I know that's right.
So yeah, I still try, but yet I still know how to lean back and allow someone to come into my life and provide a space for them, and hopefully they'll provide a space. You know.
Yes, that's so. Would you prefer a church man or a man in the street?
Can I have both? Because I think that's a great. Can I get sprinkled in with a little bit of thug?
Yeah, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
Yeah, because I ain't trying to be funny. God doesn't, and I know. I might get in trouble for this, but that's okay. You do need a man of God, somebody that's going to know how to lead you. Okay,
cover you, yes,
lead you to
cover you,
yes, to cover you completely God's way. Because I'm telling you, man, woo, if He can't cover you God's way, hey,
And speak life into me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pray for me.
Yes.
Look,
Over
let me
me.
catch you 4 o'clock in the morning laying hands on me, putting oil on me, okay?
Hiya.
Okay?
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
You better say
Pour
it.
some oil on me.
Trench me.
Okay.
Trench me in the oil. Okay.
Yes.
We ain't talking about Diddy oil. That was just.
Oh, I know that's right. We ain't talking about that.
oil.
I'm talking about some holy oil.
Some
I'm
anointed
serious.
oil.
Yeah.
Okay?
Pray
over
for me. Fast for me.
Yes.
You know, let me know that God got us and I got you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then you do need a man that got a little thug in him, just a little bit.
Yes.
You know, to let him know that he is the king. All right? He Tarzan and I'm Jane.
Okay.
Ain't that right? We need that.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Get a little high, right? You tried it.
But it's the truth. It's the truth. We need that in our lives. And, you know, just like it is with us just laughing right here, you need that too. You need some laughter in your marriage.
Yes.
You
want
need
my best friend.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody that I can cuddle with.
Okay.
That I can just lay my head on your chest and I can hear your heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I think 50 Cent said it best.
What
Can
he
I
say?
be your best friend?
Oh, yep. That's what he said.
That's
what I'm talking about.
That's exactly
There's somebody
what he
that
said.
can really love you and continue to pursue you.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and it doesn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's supposed to be a continuous thing. You know,
it's
Valentine's Day is coming up, but Valentine's Day should be every day.
Huh.
Okay.
You better know
every
it. Now,
day.
I may not get flowers every day, but a little note every now and then would be suffice for me. You can at least color a flower up there.
Thank you.
Okay.
Or send me a text.
A
nice text.
And women, we can do it too.
That's
and I know a lot of times some women
street.
like, oh no, he gonna do this all for me, and I ain't doing nothing. Girl, you better get your hind parts out there in that store and do something for that man.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. And they're looking for it too.
Oh yeah,
they're looking for it.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
You know what I did, Sherise? I knew that my husband had surgery, so it was so much that was going on with him. You know, he lost 2 brothers back to back.
Yeah.
Plus he was actually scheduled to have surgery in December, and he wasn't able to because it was too much for him mentally to go through. And it's like Christmas came and it was like he was done. And I could sense that he was done. So you know what I told him? I said, listen, don't concentrate on trying to do anything for me for Christmas. I said, we're going to take care of that at a different date because he just couldn't function. 2 brothers dying back to back.
Yeah.
And that's a lot. And so you know what I did? So in January, I surprised them and I did a little staycation.
Oh, where y'all go, girl?
We went to this hotel in Virginia Beach.
Mm-hmm.
They had upgraded me, y'all. I didn't even ask for it. I'm telling you, I didn't. I just got a regular room overseeing the beach, right?
Mm-hmm.
They upgraded my room to a suite.
Hello.
I was like, oh my God, really? They said, yeah, ma'am. The guy that was here, whoever you talked to, because I told him I was running late because I had to go get my granddaughter. I had to wait till her mom got off work, and because daycare closed a certain time, and they need you to be there before a certain time.
Yes, ma'am, I know.
So me being grandma, I don't mind doing that for my baby. So I went to go get her, and God blessed me to get this suite. And inside of the suite, it was a full living room / kitchen in there, overseeing the water. It was beautiful.
I bet it was.
And we had breakfast every morning. We didn't have to worry about paying for it. All that came with the room. It was just so nice. So you're talking about a staycation, and Will was like, oh my God. He started crying. He was like, Maria, thank you so much for just trying to get my mind off of and he really, really appreciate what I
Yeah.
did. And it doesn't take a lot.
No, it does not.
And I even bought him gifts.
You did.
I did.
Okay.
So what I did was because he does a whole lot of, well, we both do a whole lot of media stuff. So I bought him the portable keyboard, and then I bought him a stand for his laptop. You know,
Mhm.
just something that he can use. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And it wasn't a whole lot, but it was just the thought behind it.
Mhm.
You know, and then because I wanted him to know how much I appreciate him and how much I love him,
Yeah.
and that meant more to him than anything.
I bet it
else.
did.
Oh, yeah,
But you know, men are looking for these things.
yeah.
They're looking to be wine and dine, just like we looking to be
Yep,
wine and dine.
and that is the gospel
is.
truth. And I knew that that Valentine's was coming up, and even though we're not going to be able to really go anywhere because of his surgery, he's in so
Mhm.
much pain, y'all. Y'all continue to pray for him because it's just been rough. But anyway, but that's why I wanted us to get away. I wanted us just to be together. We didn't have any interruptions or anything like that. And God still blessed. We got an extra, somebody bless us with $200. I was like,
Look at God,
I know.
girl.
I said, thank you, Lord. I paid this hotel pay. Because he had no idea what I was doing.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't tell him. And this all came from out of my pocket, not from his, but from mine. And you know how it is when God blesses you to bless somebody else, he'll bless you in
Mhm.
return.
That is true.
You know,
That's
so
true.
ladies,
Yes.
let's go do something for these men out here.
Mhm.
If you have someone that you love and you want to share your life with, and this is the moment that you need to reveal your love, you think it's too early? Or how early should you reveal that you really love this person? What do you think,
child,
Sherise?
I
Come
don't know.
on.
Whenever the feeling hits. I mean, because I'm old.
But you know how,
I'm
but
old.
listen, us seasoned people,
Yeah.
we know what we want,
You do?
we know
Absolutely.
how we want it, and when we
Who-
want it.
and where we want it. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
okay. Yes, we know that too.
Mhm.
And so it's not an issue for us to just come out and just say it. So
Yeah.
do you think like 2, 3, 4 weeks is too early?
I think that's a tad bit early.
You do?
Yeah.
What God? Well, how long should you wait?
I
I'm
don't-
talking about. I ain't
What
talking
to
about
say
that.
the 3 words? I love you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 3 weeks is just too.
You
I
think
mean,
it's
if the feeling is mutual,
Mhm.
okay. But
Mhm.
God gonna have to tap me on my shoulder and say, yeah, yeah,
So how do you know that it's the one?
I don't know. I ain't found the one yet.
That's good. That's good.
No, it's not good, Maria.
No, I'm saying I'm not saying that that's good that you didn't find the one. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, you know, I know that that's a question that our audience may be having.
Yeah.
How do you know?
How do you know? How do
Mhm.
you know? But I think, you know, if the feeling is mutual and you know, y'all both are feeling the same thing, and if you want to express, you know, to say the 3 words, I love you, then I feel like you should go ahead.
So do you think
Yeah.
that a man would know exactly if you are the one? How long do you think it'll take? 6 months?
Well, child, listen, they say that the men know almost right away.
Mm.
That's what they say. I don't know how true that is. I wish we had a man in here that could tell us.
Girl,
But I
I'm gonna have
really,
to invite one next
okay.
time. Okay.
But I really, they said that they know within, I don't know, days, weeks, you know, that if they're gonna be the one that you're gonna marry, yeah. You know, that's what I've heard. Haven't you heard that?
I have heard
Yeah.
that. So how should Sherise, how in this day and time, how should we go about, even should we approach a gentleman, or
Well,
should they approach us?
I think it's a 50-50 thing. Now, you know, they leaving it up to us to shoot our shot.
All right.
Yeah, that's
okay.
yeah. I'm still, you know.
Have you shooted your shot yet?
in my own way?
And
Yeah.
has it worked for you?
I'm still single.
Well, did it get you a date?
It may have gotten me. No, I don't know. Because, you know, I'm quick to like shoot my shot, but then retrieve it back and be like, yeah. Yeah, don't look at me like that. You know me.
And I know,
you know me.
but you can't retrieve once you pull that rail out there like that,
Yeah.
and you want to reel it in. So,
I'd be
no,
scared.
that's
I'd be scared.
what you scared of.
I don't even know. I don't even know. Maybe it's probably rejection. Probably, you know, rejection, and probably men feel the same way. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm probably sure,
Yeah.
but then I guess my thing is, men, if you see somebody that you want to pursue, shoot your shot, bro.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Poppy. Come on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so to answer the question, she said, because I asked, well, you want a church man, or you want a man in the street? She want a little bit of both, and I kind of agree with her, because you're gonna need to have a thug outside of a church to handle your business. Okay,
Come on now. Wear that
we're gonna
suit.
need that. Yeah.
Wear that suit with them Jordans. And the fitted hat.
Yes, sir. Some cowboy boots and a hat.
No,
Okay.
cowboy boots is going too far.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Well,
We
some
ain't
of
no
us like
boots on the
that.
ground. You just give me some Air Force Ones
Okay.
and a Yankee fitted hat. I'll be
Oh, yes.
Oh yes.
Backwards, right?
No.
Anyway, what?
No.
Never mind. Anyway,
Some LL Cool J look.
yeah. That'll be cool. Wouldn't
Come
it?
on now.
So don't be afraid to shoot your shot,
Don't
men
be afraid.
and women. I guess I don't think that's being too forward for a female
I don't.
to ask. I personally do not, because, like I said, seasoned women, we know what we want, how we want it, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So
You
I
know
would
what they
say
say
shoot
about
your
closed
shot.
mouths.
Oh, don't get fed.
They don't get fed.
Ooh,
Mhm.
Jesus.
Yeah. So shoot your shot, ladies. Shoot your shot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it might work. And I know that times have changed, and I know the Bible says the man to find the right. Yep.
Find it the good thing.
But
Mhm.
sometimes men are afraid too.
Absolutely.
They're
Yeah, they
afraid to
fear
open
rejection
up.
also.
Yeah, they are.
Mhm.
And I think sometimes we as women, we don't even think that men are. We just think that they are this big macho man, and
Mhm.
you know, they do this and they do that, and we say he, and you know, whatever the case is. But yeah, don't be afraid to shoot
Yeah,
your
don't
shot,
be
man.
afraid
I'm
to shoot your
serious,
shot.
because you just never know. And then there's so many young women out here that are willing to go on a date with you, and men too. There's women. There are so many young men that will be that would love to date a woman of God, a woman of God. That's now when you go on a date, that's not the time for you to preach to them.
Okay.
All right.
And there's plenty of free things out there to do, fellas. It don't always have to. I know people. It was a big thing about Cheesecake Factory and
Really?
yeah. Like last year, it was somewhere. You know, a woman
I'm
didn't want to
mad
go
at
to the Cheesecake Factory. Listen, I go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Come
Okay?
on, yeah.
All right.
I know that's right.
Yes.
Well, a kid can be a kid.
Okay.
All right, y'all
Thank
play them
you.
little games.
All right. I'm very competitive.
Oh, come
Yes.
on here, girl.
Yes.
And it's nothing wrong with that.
Ain't
And
nothing
then
wrong
you
with
don't
it.
have to take them to what's the place?
Roof Chris.
Come on.
Come on now.
Let that be the proposal time.
Thank you.
Okay? But you don't have to do that on the first date. I know on my first date with my husband now, you know where we went?
Did you go to Applebee's or something?
No.
Where'd y'all go?
Bowling.
Bowling? That was your first date, bowling?
Bowling?
That's not a bad first
No,
date,
it's
though.
not.
I would love to go.
Bowling.
I've been bowling for a first date.
Bowling, honey. He took me bowling, and on that bowling date, he proposed to me. I'm like, sir, you don't even know me, so don't even ask. He said, oh, I'm going to get to know you. Oh, there's my honey.
Hey.
Hey, darling, how are you? Yes. Anyway, yep, we went bowling, and he was proposing to me already, made a ring out of toilet paper. Girl, I lied not to you.
But you know, he sent me a picture of the real ring. Did I ever tell you that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And he asked my mom to date me.
And that's so sweet.
No.
That was
I'm
sweet.
over 40 and you asking my mama to date me?
I think that's sweet.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, anyway. Well, it's not too late. My sisters and my brothers, when the time is almost drawing to a near, and I really, really enjoyed our conversation today.
Absolutely.
It was really nice, starting all over and dating. And
Mhm.
the message that we want to give to you all is don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. Shoot your shot.
Yeah,
girls.
shoot your shot.
Mhm.
And it's not too late to start all over again. Whatever process that you're in, take it in stride. Get counseling. Get the help that you need. Get the self-help that you need.
Yes.
Self-care is so important.
Very
Take care of
important.
yourself.
Mhm.
Take care of your mental. Take care of you spiritually, because you still need a covering now.
Mhm.
I'm not telling y'all not to go to church.
Right.
I ain't saying that. Go to church. Have your spiritual covering.
Mhm.
That's a must. But also take care of you. Have a balance in your life. Maybe you haven't spent that much time with your children. Take the time out. I don't care if they're grown or not.
Yeah.
Take the time out and spend time with those kids.
Yes.
Spend time with your grandchildren. Spend time with yourself.
Come on now.
Realize who you are. Sometimes you have to go out until because I love going to the beach.
Me too.
That is like
oh yeah,
my ultimate thing. I can sit on that balcony all day long, let the wind blow through my hair. To me, that's like God speaking to my heart. And it makes me relax. And that's what you need. You need to get all that stress and stuff out. If you have to exercise, whatever the case, whatever it takes for you. You may not be like me, and you may not be like Sherise, but whatever works for you, work it.
Yes.
Work the work. You all do the work. Well, it's our time to go. Thank you so much for joining us.
I had fun.
You did?
I did.
I got to invite you back.
Yes.
I have a brother too.
Come on now.
That would be fun.
Do it, Lord.
Yes. Beyond the Vows, thank you so much for joining us. I'm your host, Maria Brown.
And I'm Sherise.
Yes.
Ah.
We'll see you again. Thank you so much. We love you. Don't forget, reach out to us. Send us an email at Beyond the Vows. As soon as they put it up on the screen, beyondthevows.sksttv@gmail.com. Call us at 757-391-4352. Let us know what's going on. Let us know what you need. Let us know some ideas. If you want to come on the show, please, please. We can't wait to hear from you. Thank you again. And if you want to be a part of the podcast, please, at that number of the screen, 757-391-4352, contact Cammie. She'll hook you up. All right.
She's so sweet.
She is. She's
yes.
a sweetheart. That's my girl.
Yes.
Anyway, we love you. And that's it for Beyond the Vows.